What's good, Relocation Football League fans? College football continues here in the RFL College Series, and we've got our game of the week of Week 3 of CS8. And in this matchup, hosting is the non-ranked Utah, sitting at 1-1, and as for Penn State, they come into this matchup undefeated, 2-0 after a big 52-0 victory over FIU. And with that being said, not going to waste any time. Going to get straight into the action. Let me know in the chat who you guys got one in this one. And it's time to play some RFL College Series football as Utah kicks it off. And Penn State will take this one out of the end zone. This is going to be the running back returning kicks. Abraham Powers as coming out onto the field for the first time today, it is C.J. Johnson. 366 passing yards and 3 touchdowns in that game against FIU, where they, of course, again held them scoreless. 52-0. A lot of momentum coming into this matchup. In the first play, they try to run the football, but he is stuffed by defensive tackle Quentin Douglas, and it is now a 2nd and 12. Johnson going to check it down. Juke move's not going to work by Powers. This is the second time he'll have the ball in his hands. And just like that, this Utah defense has got them in a 3rd and 4. Can they get them off the field? Johnson scrambling, throws, gets it into the hands of his target, and it is a 1st down for the Nittany Lions. What a play by Johnson, able to extend it inside the pocket. And this is Powers getting a rush down to the 33 for a gain of 3. Great start so far. Penn State set up the screen. Does not get the block he needed there outside, and Powers will be brought down for another 3rd down for the Nittany Lions. Empty set here for C.J. Robinson. I said Robinson, C.J. Johnson, he's got a big completion over the middle, as that is going to get all the way in Utah territory at the 23-yard line. Big completion as he is able to connect with his big-time wide receiver, and that is Chamberlain. Jeremy Chamberlain, he's just wide open across the middle of the field here. This is a deep post route. 2 safety high look, apparently from the look of it, there's nobody in the middle of that field. And just like that, Nittany Lions able to convert once again. 2 for 2 on 3rd downs, but this time he is brought down for a sack. It's Hassan Bird, and that'll lose them 8 yards. Hassan Bird was an absolute beast for Utah last season. Got in the backfield multiple times. I believe he even recorded over 40 sacks, which is just ridiculous. There goes a throw. Completion out to Powers. I said 40 sacks. I think it was actually more of 40-plus tackles for loss. He's just a beast in the backfield. Definitely had over 20 sacks in that season. Johnson hit as he throws, and this is a 3rd down in which Penn State will not be able to convert, but they are in field goal range. There they go from the right hash. And the kick, it's good. 3-0 Penn State. This is the first time these 2 teams have ever met in the RFL College Series, and man, even though Penn State was dominant last week, and even in their first game, beat FCS team 41-7. And how about Utah last week? Stood toe-to-toe with the number 3 ranked team in the country with LSU and made it a watchable game, only losing by 7, 27-20. Coming out onto the field is the offense led by starting quarterback Eric Alcorn. Eric Alcorn has had his fair share of troubles. Originally started with Miami while transferred over. And now here he is in his final destination with Utah. They try to run the football with Vince Reed. That goes nowhere. And why not go right back to him? And my goodness, what a hit stick. That is Zion Anderson blowing him up 3rd and 13. Alcorn now going to have to get it done with his arm. Fires. That's going to be intercepted, making an immediate impact in this game is Anderson. Gets the hit stick in the very next play. It's a snatchy going the other way. That's just a great break on the football. Here we are going to get an instant replay of it. Zion Anderson Jr., look at how he read that. Cut right in front of the receiver. Great downward sprint to the football. And Penn State, once again in scoring position. Here they go, some play action. Quick throw, great ball, but even better defense. He is blown up by Donald Summers over the middle. Second-year linebacker, generic player. And they will go with an RPO bubble screen that will be completed. Getting them just 3 yards. After that completion to Chamberlain, 3rd and 7. Another quick RPO, but that is just not going to cut it, and you have to give credit to the Utes defense right now. That's 2 big-time stops. When Penn State get any points on the board, and it's a block by the special teams. Utah gets the ball back. I don't know what the kicker's doing. He's doing karate moves. He just got his punt blocked. Excuse me, his kick blocked here. I don't know if he was trying to square up with somebody and all he knew was Taekwondo, but that was not the time for that celebration. 1st and 10, Utah. Play action, sack. Brought down for a 6-yard loss. And it is now 2nd and 16 for the Utes. And how about the action early in this game? Ishmael Ibarra with a nasty spin move there. Able to get to Alcorn. Under center with a bunch look to the left. And the handoff. Reed finally got a little bit of space, and there goes the stiff arm. Nasty spin move, and Reed, the 1,000-yard rusher from last season, gets 2 yards shy of the first down on a play that looked like it wasn't going to get anything. And this running back has just looked very special throughout his career so far. Here's a throw. What a catch and a first down for the Utes. Really good ball there by Eric Alcorn. Fires again, wide open man. And a first down again. It's a good job right there, running the dig route, had the separation, zipped in there again with picture-perfect accuracy by Alcorn. He's getting blitzed here by 5, escapes the sack, and manages to get 2 yards on the play. That's a great job right there. Again, making something out of nothing. 4-man rush, and that ball is caught by Reed out the backfield, showing he can do it all. Had an explosive run earlier, didn't pick up the first down, but really helped him get some confidence going. Here he is, just too much speed. Did he get the first? Yes, he did. 12 yards on 4 carries, not the best of average right now, but an absolute unit in the backfield for Utah when given the football. Quick dump off into the flats, good for just 2. Utah on the move here. Great looking drive. Alcorn with pressure in his face, hit as he throws, and the ball hits the turf. Play action, trying to set up a screen, and Penn State all over that. That questionable play call there by Utah. It's another field goal we'll look at getting hit on the board. And we saw Penn State gets their kick blocked, but Utah will be able to knock theirs through the uprights. And we got ourselves a tie ball game. Penn State, Utah. I had a feeling this was going to be a great game. Again, saw amazing performance from Penn State, but still a great performance also from Utah last week in their last loss against LSU. Out to the Relocation Football League fans who are here. If you haven't already, you already know what to do. Make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the Relocation Football League. And there goes a run by Powers. So we'll just get 2 yards. Johnson back out here in the gun. He will hand it off. Powers getting another handoff, and he is going absolutely nowhere. C.J. Robinson, I keep saying Robinson. C.J. Johnson. 3rd and 8, set up a screen. Got a good block out there. Juke move, trying his best to fight for the first down, but again, this Utah defense is pretty solid, man. They are holding this offense to minimal gains at times, and then also just finding ways to stop them. No touchdown allowed yet. Gave up a field goal opening drive. Blocked the next one that was attempted after a fumble. So Utah looking pretty good on that side of the ball. Offense looked pretty good too. Was able to tie the game up with a field goal. We're going to try to take the lead on this possession. Right back to Reed. Trying to cut it up inside. Looked like for a second he had a lane, but quickly closed up. And it's now 3rd and 8. Alcorn's got the completion. Reed, did he have the first? No. They will not give him forward progress. They say he's down a yard short, and Penn State's defense will get the stop. You're just seeing a really good back and forth game here between these two squads. One from the Big 12, the other one from the Big 10. Penn State ranked 16th in the country. Powers trying to power his way through a tackle there as he lowered the shoulder, but he is blown backwards and loses a yard on the play. This might be the final play of the first quarter. Here's a throw. He's got a nice completion and almost enough for a first down. Zachary Scarberry almost getting it done there. And they will not snap the ball. That is it for the first quarter of play in this Week 3 game of the week. And speaking of 3, that's all we got on the board for both teams. 3-3 Penn State and Utah. Here's a look at the stats. The rushing game has not looked too great. Third and inches. We've seen QB sneak being added back into the game, and there it is. First down, C.J. Johnson, and controller died. Okay. Go ahead and make sure to put that on the charger. Should have did that for the game, but you know what? We're back. All right, let's go ahead and resume. QB sneak able to move the chains. Quick throw into the flats. Nice looking play here. Tight end wrapped up immediately. Solid 5-yard gain on first down. Fake end around. Johnson steps up in the pocket, fires, got a man wide open, and it is his back Powers who's going to power through a few tackles and pick up a big first down for the Nittany Lions. You gotta like the way that Johnson moved in that pocket. He could have scrambled and probably picked up the first down himself, but saw the bigger play, kept his eyes down the field, and was in no rush to throw the football. It was a great job. Speaking of great job, that's a great job right there by Santana. Able to wrestle Powers down in the backfield, a loss of 2 yards. 3-man rush, so Johnson's got some good time in the pocket, moving around, and there he is finally using his legs and slides down at the 9. Now a 3rd and 3. Empty set for Johnson. So the stadium fired up. 20th ranked spot as the toughest place to play, and a great acrobatic catch. Gets his feet down, holds on to the football, and Powers will set up a 1st and goal for Penn State, looking for the game's first touchdown. Johnson getting blitzed heavily here, throws, end zone, touchdown. Penn State. Tremaine Fogg able to win his one-on-one, and that is 6 on the board. Tremaine Fogg went off last week. I believe he had all 3 of the touchdowns that C.J. Johnson threw in that game against FIU. And this little simple in route, working across that goal line, able to split it, touchdown and the extra point. There it goes, 7. 9 plays, 70 yards, 10-3, Penn State. Well, he is still on his feet. And my goodness, had he been able to have a little bit more of the blocks held there on that side, that would have been an amazing kick return touchdown, probably more than likely. Here goes a throw and an interception, the second by Alcorn, as this is picked off by Kenzo Udo. Kenzo Udo has been quite the journeyman, getting an extra transfer, of course, due to the flip around of the RFL College Series, going from the mod era and new management at the time. And look at this, Kenzo Udo reading that one perfectly, just like Zion Anderson did on the opening drive. Beelined it straight to the ball, right in front of the receiver. And Powers just continues to go nowhere. This Utah defense has got the run game on lock. Big slant out there to Scarberry. Get him some solid yards there. 6-yard pickup will bring up a 3rd and 4. Johnson, some play action, steps up in the pocket. He throws this one up. I'm not sure where he's going with it. And he's lucky he wasn't able to catch that in bounds. Could have been an interception there for Johnson. Instead, they'll be settling for 3. And he misses the kick. Bounces off the upright. This game has been full of crazy plays early on, guys. Seeing a blocked punt. A blocked field goal. The very next field goal attempt, he tries, doinks it off the uprights. Sacks, interceptions, you name it. We've seen just about everything already in this first half. And no run game, which is something hopefully we'll see from either one of these sides. This run defense has been absolutely legit on both sides of the ball here. Oh, just cannot stay in bounds. Great explosion. Gets back the yards he lost and then an extra. It's still a 3rd and 9. And Alcorn is going down. Sacked on the play. This defense is playing tough. Ishmael Obara once again. See him working against the double team. Getting split there. Lineman got to do a better job. No excuse for allowing a play like that. Kick is away. And a fair catch called. Penn State will start things out at the 43. We'll get a look at the spreads for this game this week. Penn State expected to beat Utah by 10 or more points in this matchup. Oh man, what an explosive run there. Powers, one of his better runs, going to pick up 6. Johnson fires. Oh, what a laser. Tried to squeeze that one into Fong, but he could not hold on. Has some really good defense. Pump fake. Pressure's coming immediately. Great job by Johnson to move around. Throws a dime, and it is a 1st down to Powers. 172 yards passing now for Johnson. And what a beautiful play that was. Rolled out, saw the pressure coming from the inside immediately. That was just textbook. Quick little 2-yard gain to his tight end. Handoff. And Powers. Double the yards they got from the last time. They need 4 more. Bunch look to the left side. They will run it. And that is not going to do it. I know Penn State's a heavy run team, but in that situation, I expected them to try to throw the football. That didn't happen. And field goal attempt not missed this time. It is through the uprights. And we do have ourselves a 10-point ball game right now.
Number 38 set to kick this one away.
Take this one from the goal line. And will not even reach the 20, it's short. Bunch look to the right side. They go read option RPO. Has a first down. Crazy play there. Eric Alcorn. They remove the chains. Here goes Reed. Fighting for something. He'll get a yard. A pretty good competitive game here in this first half. Heavy pressure. Alcorn's got to throw it. He is sacked on the play. Fumbles. I didn't get to really see who fell on the football. I think Utah was able to recover it back. We're going to check. Mark Grimes. Boy, that was some serious pressure. 3rd and 20, and they'll have Alcorn under center. Most likely might just run the ball, but no, they're going to look to pass, see if he'll be aggressive. Shovel passes it out to Reed and gets 6 out of the 20 they needed. That's definitely not enough. They'll have to punt it. Penn State starting to just get tougher and tougher. Defense doing its job. Offense was able to get cooking on the last drive, but it ultimately had to settle for 3. Utah's defense has been forcing them to do that quite a bit. Even blocked the kick. Play action. Johnson fires. Scarberry. Good for 7. I'll say that's his 100th completion of the season. C.J. Johnson. There they go, some read option. Johnson showing he can move a little bit. Nice little first down. Gets inside the 45-yard line. There's a trips look to the right side here of Johnson as he lines up in the gun. Quick RPO. There's nothing but green grass in front of the tight end as he'll get inside the 30. And a timeout will be called. Reached the 2-minute warning of this first half, and it's a 10-point ball game. Penn State up on top. Juke move is not going to work out as he is stood up for just a yard. Quickly back out in the pistol. Looks like he just picked the wrong direction to go. Went to the right. That left side looked like he had more blocks. Ultimately ended up losing the yard he gained on the previous play. A 3rd and 10. C.J. Johnson, fires in between 2 defenders, and somehow it is caught for a first down. Talking about threading the needle, and he really put that on the rope. Johnson. Oh, he's sacked. Not going to get away this time. Heavy pressure. We're under a minute left to go in this first half. Penn State trying to go up by even more. Already in field goal range, and it's going to be a sack by, I'm going to just say Eric, that last name. That was an Ayan Badja, though. Yeah, let me leave that alone. I'm supposed to be the commentator. Oh my gosh. Second and 16, dumps it off. Tried to get shifty, lost 2 yards. Some of these last names are so crazy on college football, man. And oh man, blown up. I don't know what Penn State is doing on these 3rd and longs, just running the football, but I believe they just ran the ball there. Wasn't expecting to have a touchdown or a big first down conversion based off where they were at. But field goal attempt, we've seen one missed, we've seen one blocked from Penn State. He will knock it through the uprights with that one. And that is it. That's going to take us into the half, which will be over fairly shortly, since the halftime in this game is way worse than last year. Here's a look at the team stats. Rushing on both sides has been absolutely atrocious. Great job by the run defenses. With the aerial attack, slowly starting to take off. We've seen great play from C.J. Johnson. We saw some pretty good play, too, from Eric Alcorn, but sacked quite a bit. Kind of can expect that. Penn State just being the better team, able to generate the better rush. And the second half is officially underway as this will be taken from out of the end zone. And they haven't even been able to get to the 20 on these returns, I think, one time in this game. So we got the threes in the chat. Shout out to the guys who are here. Pressure's coming. Alcorn moving around the pocket. Throws this one across his body, and somehow it is caught to the 20. 10-5. Touchdown, Utah. What a play by Eric Alcorn. And what a catch here from Eric Doss. Eric to Eric here. And look at he's throwing this across his body. Great hands as he tried to swat the ball away there. And man, Doss is out. Amazing play. And the extra point is good. 6-point ball game. One play, 82 yards just like that. We saw the fight from Utah last week against LSU. We're seeing it here against number 16th ranked Penn State. Their defense is the real deal and got a big play made right there on offense. They've shown that they can move the football. How consistent can it be, though, throughout the game? We'll have to find out. I'll tell you what's been consistent. That's that right there. That run defense has shut down Penn State completely. And we know that is what their offense just loves to do. They love to run the football. That's what they're all about. They just cannot establish that aspect of their game. It's really affecting them. Bad throw here from Johnson. It's 3rd and 14. Can he convert? A little bit of heat, throws one down the field himself, and it's broken up, incomplete. Utah with a chance to take the lead if they can score a touchdown on this next drive. As the punt is off at Penn State, fair catch going to be called at the 37. Back out comes Eric Alcorn, fresh off an amazing crossbody bomb for a touchdown to Eric Doss. Vince Reed, again, these backs trying to get something going. It just has not been able to happen. Alcorn fires, and he must be feeling it. Right back to his fellow receiver, Eric Doss. Those dudes gotta be fired up right now. Throw some read option. Alcorn shaking off a tackle. He's definitely feeling it. It's a 7-yard gain. Four-man rush. Beams this one in. Doss has it. We're going to say it's a fumble that is going to be recovered by Penn State. And you know what really sucks about this? To me, he was clearly down. But the game does not challenge, man. And so, I don't know why they don't challenge the fumbles. I don't think they challenge at all. But Kenzo Udo coming with the football. Here's a look at it. Boom, makes the catch. He clearly was down. I mean, his whole knee hit the ground, and they're just going to count him with that for the season. EA, if you're watching this, man, got to fix that. This should not be in the game. And a sack. Ball don't lie. 7-yard loss as they get to number 7. Look at this. Just really fought and powered his way through. Why does this guy got to get so many sacks with a last name like that? Chill out, my guy. Gonna have the last name Austin or something simple. 2-syllable last name. It's at least about 8 in that one. Check down. 3rd and 15. They're stacked with receivers down at the bottom of the screen. They might go with a screen here. Heat coming off of the right side immediately, and that's the 4th sack for Utah. He got blown up on that one. Tyrone Crawford. Another second-year generic player on this Utah team. And I'd have to say this, man. Do not sleep on Utah. This is a pretty solid team, especially on defense. If their offense can click a little bit, like how we kind of seen a little bit on the last drive, other than that unfortunate fumble. Man, this could be a pretty dangerous team in the Big 12. A lot of great returners have bolstered up their defense. Play action, quick throw, and wow, squeeze that one in to about triple coverage and still caught for a first down. End around play. And great fight forward. Picks up 4. 2nd and 6. And from this point forward, I really feel like a lot more games are going to get competitive. The first 3 weeks, man, the matchups just were not good. Here's another sack. That is number 3 for Ishmael Abara. He's just killing his man every time. Beat a double team. We beat another double team here. Let's see. Oh, man, that's one guy. He just literally slapped him out the way. This line is not offering Alcorn enough time. 3rd and 13. Running back's in the way a little bit here. He's got the completion and his spin move to fake out a cornerback from 5 yards out, but didn't fake out the closest defender, as they'll have to punt this one away. Penn State getting the job done. And this punt will find its way out of bounds at the 30. Not a good punt really at all there. Better off hitting that one for a touchback to put him at the 20. And there's a quick throw over the middle, still on his feet, and there goes Jeremy Chamberlain. Had a big completion early in the game on the first drive on a post. As the backup getting the carry, Quincy Bell. Heavy pressure. C.J. Johnson going down. That's sack number 4 for Penn State. Excuse me, for Utah. Penn State's got 5. 11 total sacks in this game, and there goes number 2 for Crawford. He also got hit in combination with Hassan Bird. 3rd and 17. Heat is coming again, and there goes the 5th for Utah there. This pass rush is the real deal with their edge rushers, linebackers. I mean, these guys sent crazy heat last season and got to the quarterback consistently. And it looks like much of the same thing here in Season 8 of the RFL College Series. Johnson just did not have the time. That's a great blitz, finding the gaps. That pressure forcing them to punt it away once again. No fair catch this time. Only 1 touchdown each from these squads. Defense is having a stellar game. Ooh, how about Vince Reed bobbing and weaving through the lanes. Picks up 5. Needs 5 more here on 2nd down. It's rush 6. Great job staying in bounds. Didn't over-commit himself with his momentum. Able to shift up the field, move the chains. Play action, good pickup block, but he's got to hair it and get rid of it. He does. Great open field tackle. Heavy blitz. And it's a sack again, in which Ishmael Abara will be a part of. Again, man, number 97 is absolutely terrorizing up front, but they're going to say Lee Zavala was the one who was able to get to him first. And that is the middle linebacker who was able to rush his way through. 3rd and 14. And another sack. My goodness. Not sure what's going on with the first 3 inside linemen up front, but they're just getting bullied. They try to double team. Whoever's one-on-one is getting beat. Even losing double teams. This is Mark Grimes getting back there. Ton of sacks. Wish you could fix a little bit more of that and lessen it, but unfortunately, that's just how the game is, man. Even Madden's still suffering from the same problems. Yeah, he's got to find a way to get these linemen to not give up so many sacks, man. It might just be terrible, too, by the way. They just can't stand it with these defensive rushers. I mean, we got some great rushers on both these squads. It's a nice little run there by Quincy Ball. Yeah, no run game at all within this game from either side. Looks like Penn State's trying to establish it, as that will move the chains. Oh, with another carry. We have not seen Abraham Powers. Must be beat up from the amount of earlier touches he got. Play action. Johnson fires. It is nearly intercepted. Beautiful play on the ball. Johnson. And he cannot throw it away. Down he goes for a sack. That is number 7 for Utah. Santana. And for another. That's his first sack of the night. Wise trade-off, Dylan. Empty set, a 3rd and 19. Johnson just having to check it down the fog. That ain't going to get it done. Not going to lie, who really expected the game to be where it is now? Neither team 20 points. Again, Utah showing that they're actually a really solid team. They went 8-4 in the regular season last season. Man, Penn State has shut down Vince Reed. This has really been their offense. Both these offenses trying to find ways to get it done in different ways than usual. No run game, I mean, they got to rely on an aspect they don't usually use often in the game. And there goes the 3rd quarter coming to an end. Put your 4s up in the chat. This is it. The 4th and final quarter of the Week 3 game of the week is here. Look at the rushing yards, guys. I think this is, of course, getting lost off of the sacks on the quarterback. But -16 for Penn State, -12 for Utah. Somebody's got to block up front when it comes to the run game. Final 15 minutes of the ball game. Utah still with a chance to take a lead on this drive, and run game not there. 3rd and 7. Trying to catch him with a bit of a draw play. Not a good play call there. Over to juke move. Ball even returning kicks. C.J. Johnson in the gun. 6-point lead. Motion Chamberlain, and here goes a handoff. The ball's going nowhere. Again, the run game just losing yards. 1-yard loss. I formation now. And picks up 3. Still have not seen Powers check back into the game. He must have suffered some damage throughout this game. Was getting fed the ball even in the pass game quite a bit. Good block by the running back, checks it off, and that is going nowhere. Cannot preach enough how great these defenses have played tonight. I'll say today based off of the conditions within this game. It was 9 p.m. Eastern. There goes a ball. Oh, he had him. But sails it too high. And Utah looking at a 2nd and 10. We'll run out of pistol, and there goes Reed. Look at the speed. First down to the 40. I said this guy was an absolute unit last season. What an explosive run. I could have just fired him up. They're going to look to pass the very next play. Makes the catch. Can't break the tackle. And it's 3 yards. Good fire and good defense. Knocked out, incomplete. And he'll go deep with this one. Broken up, incomplete again. Eric Matthews. I think that's Eric Michaels. Yeah, Eric Michaels. The pass break up there. Fair catch. Penn State with the ball again, and I know this has got to be kind of a bit of panic mode. I think the 16th ranked team in the country was expecting this type of fight from Utah, but again, you're in the hostile territory on their field. That run on the outside only nets them a yard. Penn State definitely giving a challenge here tonight. 4-man rush, and Johnson is sacked. Man. Another sack by this guy. I think that's Ayan Badeo. Let me just say that, Ayan Badeo. Johnson going deep. 1-on-1, and Scarberry cannot make the catch. Another thing that's not been mentioned so far within this game, which is probably why this game has turned out the way it is. I mean, both teams obviously selling out to shut down the run at all costs. But both squads, cornerbacks 1 through 3, all fast and really solid rated cornerbacks. And you're seeing that these receivers, for one, the quarterback's not having too much time to throw the football. There's been a lot of sacks in this game. And then when he does, most of everything is covered. So he's holding on to the ball, resulting into more sacks. Utah's got a completion over the middle there. Chance again. 4 touchdown, you take the lead. We're at 9 minutes and counting left in this game. How about Reed? With the quick shiftiness, gets by the defender, quickly flipping around his average. Still not too great, but the screen is going to lose him 2 yards. Kenzo Udo wraps him up. Alcorn's got to throw it away, and he does. This has been an absolute defensive battle. Eric Alcorn steps up in the pocket, fires, broken tackle by Higgins, and he's got the first down. Big playmaker for Utah last season. Able to come over here in this next season, his sophomore year now, with the Utes, and a quick throw over the middle to Doss, who gets blown up by Anderson. But they are 8 yards away from taking the lead over Penn State. Here's the run. Reed cannot escape Ibarra. Looking to throw it in there. He's got the completion, gets around, juke move, touchdown Utah, and they are an extra point away from taking the lead over the 16th ranked team in the country, looking for the upset. Connor Hendricks on a quick in route, look at him, makes the catch, sees the block, Utes around it. Anderson running into the traffic, and that was the only guy who could have had a shot to take him down before getting in. And wow, guys, Utah is leading over Penn State by 1. 9 plays, 53 yards, and 6 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this game. Penn State's got to figure something out on offense. Oh, man. What a return. That's how you get things started. Gets to 31. Play action. Johnson has got to throw this thing. Tries to scramble, and that is going to count as a sack. Number 9 for Utah. Got to give it to the coverage unit, too. I mean, no one's getting open. Donald Summers hawking him down. Got to make plays. Ball cutting around, and he's got the first, looks like. And he does, to the 42. One-point ball game, and boy, Penn State's got to be sweating bullets right now. Play action, quick throws, got a big completion to his tight end, down to the 30. First down, Penn State. That pass is going to put C.J. Johnson over 1,000 yards this season. I bet he could care less about how many yards or stats he's got. He wants to win here to remain undefeated at 3-0. He can just get back to the line of scrimmage. They're already in field goal range to be able to tie it up, but we've seen a punt block and a missed kick before from Penn State, all within this game. Oh, look at that shovel pass. Catches him off guard. Nice 5-yard gain. Nice read. First down. Finds his tight end. That's easy read right there. You check to see if anybody's over top of your tight end. Is there a linebacker staying inside? Gap was wide open. Took it. He'll hand this one off the ball. Spin move. And it's a 1st and goal for Penn State. Desperately needing a touchdown. We're running into the 2-minute warning, more than likely after this play. And that is blown up. Still have not seen Abraham Powers check back into the game. Backup running back's nice, though. So he's definitely got to be banged up. 3rd and goal, going 2 run plays. I don't know about that. Johnson trying to scramble his way out. Goes down for a sack. And will have to settle with a field goal attempt from the left hash. This kick was missed earlier. Can this be knocked down this time around? Yes. Does not hit the uprights, and Penn State now will have the lead by 2 points with 1 minute and 25 seconds left. But all Utah really has to do is get in the field goal range. You don't need the touchdown. Make a couple of big plays down the field on this Penn State defense, and that could be your ball game. And a great job here by the Nittany Lions special teams. Of course, one of the most competitive games we had this week has been nothing but a season of blowouts. Good tackle. Utah is not going to use a timeout. They're just going to carry things up. Empty set. Fires, and that's too high. 3rd down. Shifted around, trying to get in place, cover their guys. Looks like they're going zone. And that is dropped. Good defense. This is it. Either Utah converts and get the 1st down, or it is GG's. Here's a shot. And it is intercepted by the Nittany Lions, and that should be ball game. Three picks in this one for Eric Alcorn. His team fought hard, but turnovers ended up being the Achilles heel tonight. Nolan Provo. Big play. And would like to see that more on a line from Eric Alcorn. He put too much air on it. Safety able to take it away. Timeout called, just one more first down, and should definitely put the game away. They'll come out here in the pistol. Oh, 1-2. First down. And Penn State will survive Utah. Utah giving two back-to-back top 25 ranked teams a run for their money. Loss to LSU by 7 last week, and will only lose to Penn State by 2 in this one. Penn State improves to 3-0 on the season. Your player of the game goes to C.J. Johnson as the Nittany Lions walk out of here not unscathed, but with the victory, 19-17. What a game, and that is it for the gimme weeks of the RFL College Series. Next week, we got some bangers on the way. Was unable to do the podcast last week, but this week, definitely set to get that done for you guys at 8:30, so be on the lookout for that. And we'll dive into everything we need to know before we get into conference plays and all of that starting next week, man. Week 4 is where you really want to tune in. That's it for me. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. I'm going to show you guys the stats. I'll see you guys then. Peace.